Greetings, class. I just want to take a moment to discuss some of your reflections from week two. Some of the things that stood out was the frequent acknowledgement of hallucinations in some of the AI created messaging or information that you were working through. And it's something that I wanted to take a moment to address in week four, because hallucinations are a massive part of AI, and it's definitely something that we have to be aware of and know how to effectively work through. It's not something that is going to go away anytime soon, at least given the current way that we're training artificial intelligence. Perhaps at some point as we move forward towards agentic or super intelligence, there may be a way to eliminate it. But as it stands right now, our current AI models are designed to provide you with information rather than to say, I don't know. Now, that creates a trap because oftentimes, as humans, when we start to use something that seems to be very proficient and accurate, it gives us a false sense of confidence in the information that's being shared. And as a result of that, we begin to trust things that maybe we shouldn't. And we've seen that throughout history. Whether it be on the news, whether it be something at a governmental level or societal level, there's been times where as humans, we believe things that weren't true simply because it seemed to come from a reputable source. Now, with AI, that has never been more rampant in human history. And that's because AI has the ability to interact with us at our level. Okay, and what I mean by that is never before has anything else been able to have voice, to seemingly think and process information. And that's where it's important to understand that AI is really a mirror or a reflection back of the information that we've trained it on. So the old adage, GIGO in the tech world, is garbage in, garbage out, right? And that applies in the use of AI. We have to understand that the information that many of these large models have been trained on may not be accurate simply because of the fact that pretty much the entire internet has been used to train this. And when you think about all of the things that are on the internet, there's been a tremendous amount of good, but there's also been a lot of incorrect or bad information put out there. So hallucinations are something we're going to discuss more in week four. And I think it's really, really important. But I wanted to also talk about everyone's kind of acknowledgement in regards to AI seeming a little bit more polished, a little bit more put together, yet losing that human touch. And I think it's important to understand that as users of AI, we want to maintain our touch with humanity. That's what makes us unique. AI can easily parrot back what we've said and our thought patterns as a society, but it cannot replace you as an individual user. And I think that's really important to acknowledge the importance of human connection and staying authentic and maintaining your voice, even when using these tools. Some of you mentioned that it no longer felt like your writing style. Well, in the next few weeks, we're going to discuss this a bit more, and you can actually train your AI agents or even your AI models. So say, for instance, ChatGPT, Gemini, to mirror your writing style, right? You can upload your writing history or documents, and it will mirror it going forward. But as many of you pointed out, it's important that we don't lose touch with the sense of humanity and individualism, because there's only one you. Right? As humans, it's very easy for us to fall into a trap of kind of echo or groupthink. You end up in an echo chamber where all of a sudden everyone's opinions mirror each other. And as a society, it's important for us to have contrasting opinions. It's important for us to be able to discuss things and look at it from multiple angles and points of views. And that's one of the traps that AI does present, is that it's extremely biased towards agreeing with you and trying to placate. It brings confirmation bias to a whole new level. So you all mentioned some great points in regards to AI hallucinations, but also losing touch with your individuality or the humanity of what we're writing, the individualism. And I want you guys, as we move forward, especially over the next 4 weeks, where we really start to apply some of what AI is capable of doing, um, I ask that you keep a focus on using AI as a tool rather than letting AI use you as a medium. So I look forward to talking to you guys more about this. I love the reflections and the deep thought and contemplation you guys are putting into this. If there's anything I can do to help or make things easier for you, please don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to hearing from you and hope you have a great week. Thanks so much.